DK punches Bowser in Mario Party 5? Yeah, it's a real thing. That actually happens, and I would have never found out about it if it were not for some of the comments made in previous episodes of Rare Oddities. It's a very simple event, and there's not that much to explain or even test, but later on we'll get into a small discovery we made as to why this event is so rare. Landing on a Bowser space in Mario Party 5 will result in one of 5 events. The first is Bowser Revolution, where everyone's coins are combined and equally divided. In Bowser Shuffle, all players' current positions on the board are switched around. The third, Bowser Minigame, forces all players to play a minigame where coins or capsules are put on the line. And fourth is Bowser Bonus, where Bowser automatically steals a star from the person who landed on the space. This one is only possible if the player has 1 or more stars. From my tests, it would seem that all 4 events have an equal chance of appearing. So where does that put this mysterious 5th event, and how rare is it? Few players have witnessed this, but there's a chance that when a player lands on a Bowser space, Donkey Kong will appear, punch Bowser clear off his own space, and leave him flustered and embarrassed, and still upset since he takes 10 coins away from you anyway. Here's the full thing in action. When I first went to test it out, I played on Bowser's Nightmare, because I wanted it to be fitting, and to my surprise, I got Donkey Kong to appear after the 3rd or 4th try. I thought I got super lucky, so I moved on over to Rainbow Dream and tried it out on the left island. I could not get DK to show up to save my life. I kept restarting my turn and trying different time intervals, and I made dozens of save states, and I just couldn't get him to appear. On first glance, you would conclude that the DK event is just ultra rare, and my first attempt was incredibly lucky. But then I got the Rare Oddities part of my brain cranking, and I came up with a new theory. Take note of what happens when the DK event takes place. Donkey Kong will drop down and land on the next space on the path. That means this entire exchange involves 2 spaces. Now look at both areas. See the difference? Imagine seeing Donkey Kong land on the space higher up. How would the animation work? DK would have to angle down or even perform a completely different animation. That would require a lot more work on the developer's part, so my theory states that the DK event is only possible when the following space on the path is at an equal elevation. So I put that to the test. It worked on the island to the right and on the top island, and pretty quickly too. It did not work on the raised platforms in Undersea Dream. We also checked to see if it worked at weird angles like the ones in Space Dream, and they worked. As long as the elevation is the same, Donkey Kong can still land his punch. To add to the randomness, only 1 Bowser space appears per map, and it's randomly placed over a red space at the start of a board. There's a good chance the event will be inaccessible for the entire duration of the game. It's hard to say which Bowser spaces will allow for this event because even the slightest change in elevation will make it inaccessible. Take Pirate Dream for example. This space right here, they look like they're on an equal level, but apparently they're not because I could not get DK to show up. One more thing worth pointing out, in story mode, if one of the Koopa Kids lands on a Donkey Kong space, the same animation will play and Donkey Kong will punch the Koopa Kid and snag half of its coins.